Hey there, welcome to Consult a Blind Guy. My name is Andrew, and I'm here to help you build your brand, grow your channel, and help you learn about the visually impaired and blind. In today's episode, we're covering LEDA, day 15. Let's get into this description for today's mission. Knowing who you're talking to is how you'll create better content that gets views, engagement, and leads to revenue. Your mission is to tell us who your audience is. And if you're here watching this, you're my audience. My audience is anybody who is interested in learning about the visually impaired and blind, as well as anybody that is interested in growing your brand and YouTube channel or Twitch channel or any platform. I have spent the last 6 months working tirelessly to gain all the information that I can to help you grow your YouTube or your brand or whatever platform you're on, because I have a lot of information that I get straight from the influencers that you might actually already watch, like Dan Courier on Creator Fundamentals, Robert Blake, Nick Nimmin, D Nimmin, just to name a few, as well as the ultimate man himself, Pat Flynn, who has been helping me greatly build my brand and my channel and business. What do you think of that there, community members? Does that sound like a good audience structure to you? I would love to hear your thoughts on that, because I still have to do the challenge today for LEDA in our actual private group. I think that my audience, to some, might seem a bit broad, but it's really not, because if you're visually impaired or whether you're disabled, this here is a perfect community for you. We are all content creators in various aspects, whether you're a YouTuber only, whether you're on Facebook, Twitter, Twitch, Instagram, Pinterest. I have information on all of the platforms, and I'll be doing deep dives into some of these over the next few weeks to help you grow on your brand or your channel. Love to see who's here with us today. And now that I have gotten that little bit out of the way, I will open it up again to an Ask Me Anything session. If you're here with me live, please say hello in the chat. I know on the phone it's showing me a couple. Hey, brother Sean, one of my newest moderators. Thank you, brother, for being here and helping me out and keeping an eye on the chat and just being an awesome friend in general. I can't thank you enough, Sean, and I hope that you're having a good day, brother, because I know you're dealing with a lot of stuff. I know you're staying positive, but I know that's got to play somewhat of a toll on you. I know when I heard your video yesterday, I was absolutely freaking shocked to find out how many brain surgeries you've had in the last year and a half. And I am going to continue praying for you every day, brother. You're never not on my mind. Hey, brother Aaron. Brah, how are you doing this wonderful afternoon? And if you didn't hear Aaron, I would actually like your input on the beginning of today's episode, because today's mission for LEDA is to explain who my audience is. And as I said, some people will think my audience is like too broad, but I really don't think so, because I have a purpose behind what I'm doing. However, I'm not saying I'm right. I'm not saying I'm wrong because I love getting information and feedback from all of you here in the community, as well as all of the influencers that we all associate with on a regular basis. Just Samson, bro. I didn't even have to see the name. I didn't have to see a thing. All I had to see was that red, and I know you're here. Thank you, brother, again for coming and supporting me on my stream, as well as for the book that you gave me last night. I have it downloaded, and I will be listening to that later on. But today's challenge for LEDA is to tell you who my audience is. And my audience is anyone who is interested in growing your YouTube channel or any channel, no matter what platform you're on, as well as your brand, and helping educate the sighted about the blind and visually impaired. Yeah, I know it's a broad little spectrum there for who I want for an audience, but as most of you know, I gear a lot of our content to helping the blind, visually impaired, and disabled to be their own content creator, no matter what platform they're on, as well as educating the sighted about the blind and visually impaired community. This is one reason I created my series of Why Do You YouTube? This way, I can have more of our community members on here. They can share their stories and reason for why they make their content. I do not have any requirements for anybody to be on this channel. If you would love to be on here, by all means, hit me up in the chat or in the comments. You can also hit me up on any one of the social media platforms. I am literally on them all. Facebook, Twitch, Twitter, YouTube, Instagram, Snapchat, TikTok. I am everywhere. I might not have content on all of them just yet, but I am working on putting content on every one of them so you know where I am and how you can get a hold of me. What I offer here on this uh, platform as well as on the other platforms, because we do also have a Facebook group called Consult a Blind Guy Hangout Group. If you're not a part of that, please join us over on Facebook. I would love to have you there. We have some conversations. I also share more tips and tricks that I do not share here on Facebook. I also have a mastermind group that is specifically for creators, and we're keeping that group a little bit small so we don't overwhelm everybody. But that will be a place for all of the content creators in our community to be able to collaborate and work together with each other to build your brand and your channel, help you with creating thumbnails or bouncing off ideas of each other about what your content might be, structuring your content, anything like that. It's a great place. In fact, I'll be posting in there in just a little while so I can have a chat with our mastermind group about what days are best for you so we can have at least a weekly meeting. And if the weekly meeting doesn't work for you, we can have a discussion to figure out when's the best time for everybody, how often we want to be able to have the meetings, and things like that. That way we can have a little bit more of a structured schedule to be able to help each other out at least once a week, to where we can literally talk to each other rather than just posting in the group. And I'm going to grab my trusty cell phone here so I can read the chat so I don't have to lean forward. Just Samson, brother. You're out on the water. I am so jealous now, Samson. Just saying, bro. You're out having fun yesterday on the range. Now you're out on the water. I'm like really envious, man. I'm telling you, have some fun out there for me, would you? I haven't been out on the water in a while. Oh, Aaron. What? More what, bro? Uh, do you want my opinion on what you think your audience is or what your audience is? I was hoping, Aaron, that you would give me a little bit of feedback of what you think of how I put that out there, of what I think my audience is. Kind of like how I did my value proposition yesterday about, hi, my name is Andrew, and I am here to help you grow your channel, grow your brand, and teach you about the visually impaired and blind community. There's my value proposition. My audience, I believe, is anyone who wants to grow your channel or your brand, as well as learn about the visually impaired and blind. What do you think, guys? Does that sound like a fairly good audience structure to you for me? Or do you think I'm too broad? I know some of our influencer friends will say that you should have it niched down real specific to one, to where it would be like, just, hey, I'm here to teach you about the blind and visually impaired. But as you all know, I have spent the last 6 months tirelessly learning as much as I can about building your channel, building your brand, and having that social media growth so you can gain your independence and don't have to be stuck on disability. That is my ultimate goal. I do not want to be on disability myself. I hate being on disability. I would much rather be my own boss, have my own income, and have my own personal freedom. No restrictions on how much money I get every month and having money taken away, or restrictions on where I live or who I live with and everything else. So that is my ultimate goal. If you want off with disability, I have some tips and tricks that will definitely help you to do just that. Just a FYI also, on Monday afternoon at our usual time, I will be interviewing Martin Hewlett. Martin is a good friend of mine from the quarantine on Pat Flynn's channel, and we're going to discuss his Banish Anxiety course. That way, you here in the community can ask us any questions that you want to about what his course is and what it does and why you might be interested in it. And just so you are aware, the link in that description is an affiliate link. I do make a commission off of the purchase of that course, but it does not cost you anything extra at all. You get that course, I make a small amount of money off of it for recommending it to you. That's it. That's all I make off of it, and that money will actually help me to be able to create more content here and be able to do our giveaways and contests that I plan on doing here in the near future. As most of you know, I already have a giveaway that I'm going to be doing here pretty soon because of my other channel that is now at 952 subscribers. Now, you heard that, 952 subscribers. So, I went from 100 people to 952 people in 3 months. That's it. 90 days, and I grew 852 new channel members. All because of the tips and tricks that I have learned over the last 6 months. And if you're curious, how did I do it? Small little improvements. That's all you have to do. Small improvements. As Dan Courier would say, a little improvement equals big results. And I can tell you right now, that is true. Because as I said, in 90 days, 852 new subscribers on my original channel. And if I can do it in 90 days, you can do it in no time too. All right, let's see who we got here in the chat. I see it's flying by, so I'm looking. Uh, I think everyone wants to everyone to be their audience, but for you, I think your audience is aspiring creators, YouTubers, and the visually impaired. Hope that's correct verbiage. Yes, it is, brother. That is perfect input. Thank you, Aaron. I greatly appreciate that feedback. Rowing today, it's a workout, bro. Oh yeah, I'm sure rowing is definitely a workout, brother. I remember when I was in high school, I loved sitting on that rowing machine. It was one of my favorites. I used to be able to lift 300 pounds on my legs until I broke one of my ribs because of one of my buddies, but that's a story for later. The weather is nice in Windsor today. Awesome, Sean. I'm glad you're having some good weather over there. It's fairly good over here today. It's nice little breeze occasionally. Otherwise, it's like super sunny and warm. Thank you, Sean, for your feedback. Also, that the audience spectrum there that I have is good. Thank you, Aaron. Greatly appreciate you guys. The goal is to grow. Yes, it is, Sean, and I can definitely help with that. I have learned so much these last few months. Divided by sight. Hi, Lauren. How are you doing this afternoon? And thank you as well for being one of my moderators. I greatly appreciate the help. Aaron, so am I. As I was telling Martin earlier, I'm kind of nervous because this is like going to be my first like true legit interview. I've had Divided by Sight on with me before, but when we start chatting, we kind of literally keep it at a chat, and we've gone for like 4.5, almost 5 hours for our streams. So it might have been an interview, but it turned more into a chat view than anything, I think. We had a good old time. And I know that's what Martin told me today is just to think about it as a chat, not as an interview. But, that thought's still in the back of my head. It's an interview because it's all about him and the course and getting people in our community here on my channel to know him and understand why I am one of his affiliates. The Pacific here in California is cold and sun is hot. 3 sharks sitting, but none wanted to play. I told her that disappear hater. Love it. Hi, Ability Mom. How are you doing, Leah? I'm doing good here. How are you doing? Alright, Samson, brother. Thank you for stopping in today, brother. Greatly appreciated. Hope you have fun out there on the water. Have a little bit of fun for me, would you? Yes, sir, Sean. Almost 1K. I'm only 48 away from hitting the 1,000 viewer mark on Raven's Videos 1. And once I get there, oh boy, am I going to start having fun over there on that channel as well. Unlock all them nice new features. Danny Mac McKenna, how are you doing this wonderful day? Good question. Divided by sight. How to make improvements if you think you're doing everything right. I want to grow more. Well, divided by sight, honestly, you're still doing pretty good. From what I've seen, you still have more subscribers than I do. And I am so happy that I could actually help you make that improvement to start to get those new subscribers. And the best thing that I can think of without going into your content right now and actually showing you, I think the best way for you to do an improvement would be to one, um, start your intro kind of like I did today. When you come in on your videos, even in your live streams, come in, tell them welcome to your channel, tell them your name, and tell them what your channel's about. For instance, since you came in a couple minutes later, welcome to Consult the Blind Guy. My name is Andrew, and I'm here to help you grow your channel, build your brand, and educate you on the blind and visually impaired. There's your hook. That right there is going to tell your audience what you're about. That might not be entirely everything that your channel is about, but it gives them a good idea of what you're trying to do. And then you can explain what your episode for the day is. Then do your little intro video or intro clip or picture, whatever it is. And then after your intro, then do your content. The best way to start out is to give your introduction of who you are, what your channel's about, what your episode's about, then your actual intro video or your clip, and then get into your content. That is the very first thing you want to really focus on, because if you can get your proposition for your value statement figured out, that will actually help you out a lot, because when people come in, they'll be able to see, okay, this is an actual person that's going to be on camera, and this is what I'm going to gain from this channel. The second thing that you want to work on is going to be your audio. The most important thing when it comes to content creation as a video creator, your audio is more important than the video. I'm going to say that again. Audio is more important than video. Right now, you can see me and you can see this microphone is sitting right here, right? I can move it a little bit closer and it might get a little bit better sounding in the audio, right? And then this camera that you're actually looking at is an old cell phone. An old cell phone, like 3.5, almost 4 years old cell phone. And that there is a higher quality of video than what I would have originally had in my videos. All my episodes from day 1 up until like day 60 roughly were all done on camcorders, and my camcorders are older than crap. They are literally the first generation of HD camcorder. So the highest quality I think I can get out of it is maybe 720. It's either 480 or 720 in HD. And we all know these days 480 and 720p for the HD quality is crap. So you want to do at least a 720 or higher. If you can go to 1080, absolutely do it. If you can't, that's okay. Your video is not important when it comes to quality when you're first starting out. The most important thing you want to focus on is your audio. Your value statement, explaining what your content's about, and your audio. 3 things to focus on. Those there will help out a great deal. Yeah, I know it wasn't. We once we get talking, it's no different than like yesterday. We were here for 2 hours. Usually I would only do a stream for an hour. But when you have these conversations going and everything's flowing good, it's nice to have them longer streams. Excuse me. I am actually going to do my best though to stick closer to an hour. I might go a couple minutes over, but I am going to do my best to stick to an hour. Yeah, right. Kind of like 3 to 5 paragraph essay. Um, what do you mean by 3 to 5 paragraph essay, Sean? Intro, body, and conclusions. Yeah, kinda. You want to do your value statement when you come in of explaining what your content's about. Like I said, growing your brand or your channel and educating the blind. The shorter you can make your value statement, the better. Because if you look at my about section for this channel, it's like a paragraph and a half long. That's okay for in there, but really you want a one sentence setup. That's it. One sentence. That one sentence is going to be the one thing you want the most out of. After that sentence, it's an extra bonus for them to get more of an understanding. Yeah, oh, brought up top. Two top of the line mics wouldn't work with my phone. Which microphone didn't you get the Boya M1 that D Niman recommends, Lauren? Well, I know you can't see Jack Danny, but we got a couple of them in here that are 100% blind. Just for you that are in the chat that might not be aware, there are a couple of the viewers that you're chatting with that are 100% lights out, can't see a damn thing. Just so you're aware, it might take them a minute to respond, or they might not notice your comment to them right away. Just so you are aware. As I said, this community is for the blind and visually impaired, and anybody who wishes to learn about the blind and visually impaired. Rode mic, when paired with phone, there was no sound. I did buy a tripod, but learned need like a remote to help with filming. Um, you know what, Lauren? I'm gonna be posting in our mastermind group in a little while. When you get a chance, post into the mastermind group what issues you're having, and I'll see if I can help you figure that out. Logitech cameras are pretty good. Yes, Logitech cameras are usually pretty good, Danny. Depending on what you're trying to do. Um, Sean uses his phone. Yep, that's good. That's what I'm using is my phone. Oh, thank you, Samson, for popping back in to hit that like button, and I'll see you later, brother. Greatly appreciate you. Um, Lauren, are you still doing your editing on your phone? That sentence gains the attention to read on further. Yes, yes. Yeah, Sean, I know you're visually impaired, but we get a couple of them in here that are like Greg and Earth Magic and Danny that they can't see none of it. I just wanted to make sure that the rest of our community here with us understood that there are some of them that cannot see it at all, so they have to be a little bit patient when it comes to chatting. Oh, Danny, you are such a card. I love that one. I think I might actually have to put that into. I might have to snag that, brother, if I can, so I could put that on a T-shirt for merch. I like that right there. That's just hilarious. All right, you're using Video Leap. I do not have Video Leap because it's not on Android yet, or at least I haven't heard from D that it's on Android yet. So I really can't help with that one. I do have the VN and VLLO as well as KineMaster. If you have any one of those, I will be able to help you because I have them on here. I haven't used them a whole lot yet, but I am actually working on using them more so I can help you be able to edit your videos on your phone. Because, as most of you know, when I do my recording, I use my phone and then I do all my editing on my laptop because I use Vegas Movie Studio for my editing software because I do so much. It has more features and it's bigger. That's my biggest thing is I need it bigger. I cannot stand working on my phone to edit because the clips are just so small in them timelines to be able to see what I'm doing. But I will definitely work on getting into using VN and VLO to be able to help you more if you have one of them apps. That's nice, Sean. Glad that we're a part of your support group, brother. I haven't checked out Filmora. I know that's recommended by Daniel Batal, but I haven't used it yet. Is Filmora free or is that paid, or do they have both versions? Awesome, thank you, Leah. I will check out Filmora. That way, I can help out our community as well. Because I wasn't sure if it was free or if it was strictly paid. Because I know some of them are both, and some of them are strictly just paid. And I try to do my best to find us the free stuff. That way it's easier because a lot of our community is on disability and being on that low income, it's very hard to afford some of the things to be able to do editing or getting microphones or upgrading cameras or any of that. So I try to focus on the free stuff. That way it's easier for the community to find and afford. But I will definitely check into Filmora. Thank you. Awesome. If you don't mind me asking, Leah, how much was the lifetime uh purchase for? Because I'm actually going to look into some of those. Use the free version for a year. It's cheap, so it was under $60 for a lifetime subscription. Wow. That's good to know. Thank you. I will definitely check that out because I want to be able to provide as much value and assistance as I can here on the channel. Because, like I said yesterday, I I would like to be able to make money because of doing my content, but that's not like the main reason. I'm doing it so I can help our community, and if people want to donate and contribute, I am more than thankful and grateful for that. I'm trying to do as much as I can outside of YouTube to be able to create a revenue for myself so I don't have to be like, hey, give me money, give me money, give me money. I would much rather have sources that are easier to generate income and not have to constantly give a call to action to subscribe to me on Patreon or donate to PayPal or purchase a membership or go to an affiliate, which, like I said, right now I've only got one affiliate, and that's Martin, and he'll be here on Monday. How is my mom? She's doing pretty good, Danny. Um, she's still dealing with the pains and stuff from the surgery, but for the most part, she's doing all right. Oh, you were talking to Leah. Okay, I see now. Either way. Yes, exactly, Leah. Exactly. Don't focus on numbers. The only number that you need to focus on that I hear from every one of the YouTube influencers is make 100 videos. Once you get them 100 videos, then you want to start focusing a little bit more on your click through rate and stuff like that. But don't start out panicking and going, hey, I'm not getting views, I'm not getting subscribers, I'm not getting watch time. It takes time. Like I said at the beginning of today's live stream, I went from 100 people to 852 new subscribers. So now I'm at 952 subscribers on my oldest channel. All because I didn't focus on numbers and I made little improvements, and them little improvements made a great deal of results. If you don't already, check out Creator Fundamentals channel. Dan Courier is freaking awesome. I am one of the founding members of the People of Video Society. I have access to Dan on a regular basis. If there is anything I do not know, that is the very first place that I'm going to go and ask questions because I am a founding member of the People of Video Society. So I have that ability to go in, talk to Dan, as well as some of the other influencers like Andrew Can from TubeBuddy, Dale L. Roberts from Self Publishing with Dale, Roberto Blake, all the presenters that were in People of Video. Pardon. All the presenters. Apparently, I'm getting a dry throat. I got to take a sip of coffee real quick. Sorry about that. But all of the presenters from People of Video Conference are actually in the People of Video Society, because every month we have a meeting. Those presenters come in and we discuss their presentation. We have the option to be able to ask more questions. They give us tips and tricks on how to improve our stuff. And that's what I have been working on doing a lot of. As most of you here live with us know, I am working on 2 books. Those 2 books is one, a complete 100% word for word verbatim transcript of the conference that I will be giving to Dan to be able to use for the society as well as for the conference, and for him to market to his audience as a token of appreciation for being able to attend the conference, as well as being the very first member of the People of Video Society. The second book I'm working on is I'm taking all the information from that conference, my second conference, as well as everything I've learned from Pat Flynn and Nick Nimmin and Dee Nimmin and Roberto and Dan. I'm taking all that information from all those other presenters and everything, and I'm putting it into a very easy to understand book. That way you're getting the best of the information. I'm going to do my best to cut out a lot. That way you get the most important things that you need to know and focus on for growing your channel or your brand or your business, whichever way you want to word it. Because to me, your brand is a business. Your YouTube is a business. You might not look at it that way, but if you really think about it, it is, because you might not be making money now, but you can make money down the road, specifically from YouTube with the whole AdSense and premium memberships and stuff like that. Another common question that I hear from our community is, when should I monetize? When should I do merch? When should I do this? Well, I'm going to tell you the same thing I was told. Now. Don't wait. If you wait, you're going to kick yourself in the butt down the road, because there was that opportunity to make revenue before you hit the 1,000 subscriber mark and the 4,000 watch hours. You can monetize your channel now without being at that level. You could do Teespring or Shopify, Printify, whatever platform you want to, like Patreon. There's just so many ways that you can actually monetize your content before you monetize on YouTube. And those are some of the tips and tricks that I'll actually be sharing within the mastermind, as well as in the Hangout group. And hopefully you'll see in there that the numbers that you have on your channel when you start out are not important. Those are more important once you get further into your channel or your platform and want to do more deals with businesses or companies for sponsors or affiliate deals, or uh, well, brand deals, sponsorships, affiliates, any kind of business outside of YouTubers or content creators. They're the ones that are going to be more interested in the numbers. And that's only going to be once you get a little bit of progress into your channel. Like I said, the number one metric you need to focus on is 100 videos. That is the number one recommendation from Roberto Blake, Nick Nimmin, Dee Nimmin, as well as Dan Courier. If you can get them 100 videos and make a little bit of an improvement on each of them videos, you will see a lot of improvement. Yes, Dale, I am writing a helpful educational book to help our content creators here, as well as a transcript for Dan because of the conference. Hey, Terrence, POV Society brother in the house. I was just mentioning our group. You know, we've learned so much from our society meetings and being at the conference. You know, I have to give a shout out to Dan and all the guys because they've helped us all so much. I greatly appreciate you coming and joining the stream with us, Terrence. Greatly appreciated, brother. I loved watching your live stream today. It was an awesome first stream. Let's see. Okay, what are you talking about? Cold, Leah. What do you mean you hate the cold? What are you talking about the cold? Get lost on the numbers. Oh, it's cold over in England. Alright. That sucks, Danny. Hopefully you can warm up a bit, brother. Hey, thanks for joining us, Lauren. Great to see you here with us, Divided by Sight. Thank you again for joining today. Greatly appreciated. Oh, you're fine, Terrence. I know you were working on the explanation of the different GPUs and CPUs. Like I had stated in there, brother, I'm actually considering making a PC in the near future, possibly, because right now I'm just using a laptop. But I would actually like to have an actual desktop PC eventually again, because I think it would be better for helping me with streaming and having more capability. So I will definitely be checking out your channel a lot more and hitting you up if I have any questions, because I can tell that you have more knowledge when it comes down to the ins and outs of the hardware and software than I do. I haven't played around with computers on a regular basis since I was a teenager. So if that tells you anything, man, I am like way out of date when it comes to computers. I got lucky with this one, and I spent, I don't know, probably 3 weeks of looking at the different computers, and there's probably something better out there than mine. But I love Asus computers because of the fans and everything. They usually do pretty good, and I like having that high speed fan to make sure everything stays cool. Awesome. Thank you, Terrence. Greatly appreciated, brother. I will definitely hit you up on that. Alright. Does anybody have any questions? We are getting to the top of the hour, and as I said, I'm going to do my best to stick to our 1 hour schedule. I'm trying not to do a 4 hour stream like we've done in the past. You know, I am trying to make my own little improvements, and that is one of my biggest downfalls that I have noticed is I start talking and then we start chatting and then I lose track of time and then it turns into 2 hours, 3 hours, 4 hours, and I'm sure you all have things to do besides sit here and listen to me ramble. So, if you have any questions, please feel free drop them into the chat and I will do my best to answer them real quick for you. Yes, when we do your one-on-one, we can definitely do a Q&A, Sean, for sure. Because I would, no pun intended, I would love to pick your brain. Because I know with what you're dealing with right now, I think sharing more about what you're dealing with would actually benefit a lot of different people. Yes, Leah, if you go to his name, you should be able to find him. If you can't find him by his name in the search, I think it was yesterday's video that he commented on, but you can if you can find him in one of the comments on my channel, it will take you to his channel. Yes, it would be a good topic, I do believe, Sean, because I think that we could help share more knowledge about what you're dealing with as well as your sight loss because of it. I think it would be very, very beneficial to people because honestly, brother, like I said the other day, I don't know how you can stay so positive because I have dealt with my eye disability for so long and I have been so negative about it throughout my entire life that you inspire me to be positive, that I can get through things and we can fight through it no matter what. So you're a big inspiration to me, whether you realize it or not, brother, because I I couldn't keep a smile on my face and joke like you do as much as you do these past few years. I'm coming into that now these days, especially thanks to this challenge and opening up and sharing my personal story these past 2 weeks to gain the confidence to be on here daily. That I think yeah, it's definitely something that inspires me is your positivity, brother. Definitely, Leah, that is for sure. We all have a story and should share it. Instinct, brother. Motivation with a smile. Always. Yup. Yup. Uh, if that's what you enjoy doing, what keeps you happy and busy every day, or everybody has a story to tell. Yup. Yes. Oh, I know, Terrence, because us being in the society, that's number one thing that we hear from Dan and a lot of the other influencers is to tell your story because that story might actually help somebody with information they need. It will let people know that if they're in that situation or similar situations, they're not alone. Um, that can also help inspire somebody else because of the struggles you deal with and overcome. So yeah, I've definitely learned that a lot in the last 2 weeks because uh, with you being new to the stream, Terrence, it these past 2 weeks has been like a huge, huge improvement for me because of doing the LEDA challenge for the live streaming pros. We've touched on so many different personal topics, and I practically shared my entire life story from birth all the way up to now with what I deal with my eye disease and family issues and society issues and yeah. In fact, I think I'm going to even post into the society, but I'm going to throw it out there to you now. I would love to actually have you come on my channel as well, POV brother, because I actually would like to see more of our POV society members come on as well. That way we can share your story and your channel, and we can help each other grow and reach more of an audience that might be interested. So if that's something you're interested in, Terrence, I'd love to chat with you about that as well. Thank you, brother. I greatly appreciate all your guys' support and encouragement. It has helped so much in these past 2 weeks that I'm amazed that I am as comfortable as I am on camera now, because when we first started out on doing these daily live streams, I was nervous as all hell. I thought everybody was going to hate me because of my opinion or because of how I looked. And now I realize that I have to get over my own insecurities and just go with it. And if people like me, they like me. If they don't, they don't. Awesome, brother. I will definitely hit you up in our group. That way we can chat in there, and I'm gonna put out the same offer to all of our members because I would love to have everybody come on. I'm gonna actually ask Dan if he'll come on as well. I think we should all do that. I think Dan might get surprised by that one. Came to YouTube to inspire others, but it turned out around when I'm inspired daily by the community. That's awesome, Leah. Yep, a cup of tea isn't made for everybody. That is for sure. But we are almost we are at the top of the hour. So if anybody has any more last minute questions or anything you'd like me to answer, please feel free to drop them in real quick. I will answer them before we close out today's stream. And don't forget, every day this month, I'll be here, same time, same place. Just an FYI. Also, we are multi streaming. In case you are not aware, we are currently on YouTube, my Facebook page, as well as Twitter. I will be alternating occasionally between Twitter and Twitch. I'm thinking Tuesdays will be Twitter, Thursdays will be Twitch. Just because we have 2 T's in the week, I think it would be a nice way to open up platforms just a little bit, help the audience be able to be on different platforms and find me, as well as have more of a reach. Yes, that's definitely nice chatting with you too, Terrence. Thank you again for coming and joining me. Greatly appreciated. For those that are watching live in the chat, you if you're interested in computers or anything with computers, check out Inside the Labs. Terrence is an awesome brother from the People of Video Society, and he's got a lot of knowledge when it comes down to computers. So check him out if you're into computers. He's one person I can definitely tell you will be able to help you on anything when it comes down to that. Hey, that's all right, Danny. You might just be starting out, but you will definitely find that we have a very large community here to chat with and find support and information from. If you need anything, you can always hit me up here on YouTube, on Facebook, on any platform, brother. I'm here. Oh, you got a twitch and you think it's your nerves. Oh, I love it. I love it, Danny. You make me laugh, brother. I'm telling you. But all right, guys, we are at the top of the hour. I'm not noticing any more questions come in. So I am going to close out our stream today. I would like to thank you for coming and joining me here on Consult a Blind Guy. Don't forget, if you need help with growing your channel, growing your brand, or learning about the visually impaired and blind, this is the place to come to. Don't forget to subscribe, hit that bell icon so you can stay updated on the latest videos, live streams, and more. And we will see you tomorrow, 2 o'clock Eastern. Have a great day, everybody. Thank you again for joining me. I hope you have a wonderful day. Stay safe, stay warm, and we'll see you tomorrow.